and today we have a reading for you about somebody who is, I don't know if they're just like shopping for Christmas gifts or, talking to their sister who lives in the next town over. I don't know. But we have somebody who is hearing, oh, that person's already in a new relationship. Interesting. Now there could be some like shock or wow, didn't see that one coming because these are two very different people. Maybe there's an age gap. Maybe there's someone who was recently in a different relationship and it seems like a very short time frame before somebody dives into something new. Whatever it is, this couple or this news of two people getting together seems to be causing a few jaws to drop to the ground. So let's see what happens. We'll call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a good day so far. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedonestarot@gmail.com. It's in the description box for you, as is more information on how to become a member. Thank you to the current members. Hello, Mark. Hello, Key Controller. Hello, Antonio. Hello, Corey. How are we doing today? Also trying to get this launched and ready to go soon. I've got lavender and coffee so far, but today I have another essential oil arriving, so I'm gonna make my third scent option available. So progress. Thank you for your patience. Hello, Melissa. How are you doing? Let's start off with we're gonna go with the Star Trek tarot because I want to. Oh my, I'm just like throwing it all over the place. Hold on, you guys, I gotta get together. All right, what else do we have about this couple that seems to be making everybody like, really? You don't say. How extraordinary. The Ace of Latinum is the Ace of Pentacles and the 10 of Latinum or 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. This is like you just had been telling everyone about, some difficulty with a different relationship, and here you are, you've already started a new one. Okay, interesting. And this 10 of Pentacles in the reverse makes me feel like we're talking about someone who maybe they didn't expect this person to get into a relationship with who they are currently dating because of, like I said, an age difference, or maybe it's a social difference. Maybe this is someone who is considered an outsider and they're dating, one of the main pillars of the community. But there's just this like, I don't know if that's going to work out, but okay, you do you. Hey, Eric, my name's Carmen. Please call me my actual name. That would be, a sign of respect. Otherwise, if we're making up names, I'm sure I could come up with one for you. Just saying. So we've got the 4 of Batlets, which is the 4 of Swords in the reverse. 6 of Cups or 6 of Starships. And the 3 of Cloaks or the 3 of Wands. Yeah, this is like, okay, so instead of like fixing the problems in the marriage that you had, you just like fired that person and hired a new person. Like, okay. So I guess you have some new relationship, or I guess there's something else going on here. Didn't realize there was another card. We also have Death in the reverse. There's just a lot of judgment on this couple because perhaps there's been some messiness here. One person still being in a relationship or not really being honest about their relationship status, right? Hello, Hannah. Hello, Rachel. How are we doing today? Hello, Brendan. Okay. How's it going, best? Hello, KGF. Hello, Rubio. How are you doing? Ace of Starships in the reverse. I feel like there's people that look at this pair and they think, you two are not actually in love, right? Are you just trying to make people jealous? Are you just really attracted to each other physically? You said KO? No way. Is that how they spell it? I feel like it's with a G. Guey was how they told me how to spell it, but that makes more sense to me. I don't know. I hope you're having a good day, Dracula. Hello, Cedric. How are you doing? Mini snowstorm. Ooh. Oh, okay. Okay, that's good. It's not going to freeze because there's nothing worse than, you know, frozen water on top of the snow. So now it's also like extra slippery, right? Good morning, Grindhard. Okay, so we've had progress. I'm hoping you got an apology. Did you get an apology? I hope you did. Ain't we all, Eric? Ain't we all? Solve so many of my problems. You let me know if you find one. Actually, don't. It's okay. Hello, Jax. How are you doing? Thank you. This is the bookshelf my grandfather made with almost all of my tarot cards. Not all of them, honestly, because they're around me too. And the globe that still has Burma on it. Uh-oh, hold on. Is that better? Can you still see my sign? There we go. Yeah, that's what I get concerned about. I was looking at moving to Kansas City at one point, and I don't think I could deal with the melting and refreezing, and then you can't drive anywhere because everything's an ice skating rink. Like, unless we just gonna be a society where everybody's wearing ice skates all the time, then maybe I would join. So we have some unhealed energy, relationship that was left in tatters elsewhere, and someone's diving into a new relationship. And it feels to me like everyone around them is like, what are you doing? Do not recommend. Stop. It's like everyone's trying to tell this person to like chill out. Like, why are you so intent on, I don't know if they're just literally diving into getting married and they hardly know this person, but we got some concern that this is moving too quickly and maybe you're not actually over that old relationship, or maybe your soon-to-be partner isn't. There's just this unease, like everything's moving too fast and we didn't think you were going to give up on that other relationship. Hello, Richard. Hello, Dr. Vanita. Did I say that right? I hope so. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at too. I got enough of it the first part of my life. Hello, Joyce. How are you doing? Hello, Hypernova. Hello, Shilpa. We have the Chariot in the reverse. Nine of Cloaks or Nine of Wands in the reverse. And the Seven of Wands in the reverse. There's a problem here. Yeah, it's like everyone's feeling uncomfortable because they know that there's drama that has not been addressed from a previous chapter in at least one of these individuals' lives. And it's going to make it that much more difficult for a relationship to be healthy or happy, you know? Hello, Muskin. Hello, Skimme. How's it going? I'm doing well, thank you. Hello, Federico. How are you doing? All right, let's get a different deck. I think we actually need... we're going to go with the Fairy Godmother. What else do we have? Divine Love and Mother Nature. Why do I feel like this is everybody expects the original couple to get back together? Like, yes, there was some messiness, there was some arguments, somebody ran off, or maybe someone was ghosted, or maybe someone cheated. And there's this new relationship that has sprung up, and everyone's like, we'll see how long that lasts. Because that original couple, now that was divine love. Maybe they're clueless. Maybe the whole community doesn't know what they're talking about. Maybe this new love is like it. But we got lovers in the reverse, so I don't know. Maybe someone's just trying to make someone jealous. We have Mother Nature, so I do feel like there's some people who are just looking at it as that's life. Sometimes there are things that end. Sometimes there are things that you don't expect. Whatever. Hey, Sea Dog, how you doing? Hello, Capo. Did I say hello to Salvador? I can't remember. I don't think I did. Hello, I am. Good luck with the Christmas shopping. Blossoming. Okay, so I guess there are people who are torn. It's like, I really thought you and that other person's relationship was going to work out. It seems like you just kind of abandoned that, and now you're in this new relationship. It might go well. Okay, let's just like see, I guess. But I feel like there are people who are relatively invested and want to see the previous couple do well. This is the Edgar Allan Poe. Hello, Hopeful. How are you? Hello, Ty. What's up? Oh, I hope it goes well for you. Do you want me to call you're Carmen, right? You let me know if you want me to call you that or Sea Dog. I like to make sure I know the preference, you know? Hierophant and Nine of Wands. I don't know. If I go back to that original relationship, there's just a bunch of arguing there. So I'm not going to do it. Okay, so I hope this doesn't ruin anything for anyone. This show's been out for long enough, so I feel like I'm okay in saying this. But spoiler alert for the Vikings show with Ragnar and Lagertha. If you don't want to know what I'm about to say, feel free to just like mute it or whatever. But at a certain point, the like incredible partnership that was between those two characters falls apart because of a third party. And there is hesitance or reticence in being welcoming or accepting of the new queen. Because there is loyalty to Lagertha. So I feel like there's people here who are like, man, that's real nice and all, you cute, but we like the first one better. You know, probably similar with when Anne Boleyn became queen, there were probably plenty of people who were like, I don't know, we like that other lady. It's probably more about religion for that, but honestly, there's just this like, yeah, we want you to be happy, but we don't know if you are quite aware of the shoes that you are trying to fill, just how giant they are. Ace of Wands, ooh, okay. Death and the Three of Wands. So here's what it's looking like. Now, Death can talk about endings in a relationship, but it's feeling more so like we're talking about somebody here has had to mourn the loss of their partner, that this might be someone who actually passed away. My condolences if that's true. But this is, you know, that person hasn't even been gone very long, a month or two, and somebody's already got a new partner. So it's like, I feel like there's this, I'm torn because I want to be happy for you being able to be happy, but at the same time, like, that went really fast. Yes, good point, Matt. Lagertha was not having it. I love me some Lagertha. She's pretty epic. Hello, Rick. How are you doing? So yeah, we've got somebody here who is like, we feel like you had a really healthy, happy relationship. Something ended here. Could have just been a divorce. But the concern seems to be, are you just diving into another relationship because you need the companionship? Have you actually like vetted this person? Do you know if you can trust this person? Because with the Page of Swords in the reverse, we've got people who are like concerned, like, oh, it just, no, okay. Is that going to be a problem? Maybe. But they don't want to think about that. This seems to be someone who's very intent on being in a new relationship. Queen of Wands. But this is someone who has a plan. I don't know that this new partner is trustworthy. This Queen of Wands is the one that is the new partner. It does not have to be a woman. This could be a man who is excellent at manifestation, or also quite capable of being a little bit manipulative. Because this Queen of Wands, she got one eye open, one eye closed. It's like, I'm waiting for the right moment to do something that I probably shouldn't be doing, you know? Hello, Radha, how are you doing? Yes, no repeat messages. Hello, RID. I do personal questions at about 30 or 35 minutes in, with preference to those who tip or donate. You can also donate memberships. Hello, Carlo. How are you doing? Thank you, Vanita. Hello. Ooh, we doing that, huh? Look, I'm gonna be real. I don't appreciate your... I'm putting you in a 1-minute timeout. I really don't appreciate how offensive your username is. If you want to participate in my live chat, I think you have the ability to edit that. But if I see your username, because I feel it's offensive, I'm going to block you. So just don't want that in my live chat. Hello, Michael. How are you doing? Hello, Skimme. Oh, I'm sorry you're feeling a bit lost. How do you pronounce, is it Lamar? Like the dude who played Georgie or Jordy? I think his name was Lamar, right? I think. No problem, Hannah. Yes, that is correct. I do have Cash App. I just can't check it while I'm on the live stream. So use that or leverage that for long form, like private readings. Hello, John. How are you doing? Hello, Claude. If you Cash App ahead of a live stream and I'm able to see it, then I don't have a problem with that at all. I'll try to remember that, Lamar. All right, so we have the Page of Pentacles, I'm sorry, the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse and the 7 of Wands in the reverse. Again, we had that up here as well. It feels to me like there is this previous couple that worked together to build an empire. That there was a lot of positive energy from that, even though there was a sense of loss or a end of the relationship, some sort of sadness here, there was like years and years of good. And it's like people are frustrated because it's being handed off to someone who doesn't seem to deserve that distinction or to live in that place. I don't know. I think people are worried that someone has been scammed romantically because they want companionship. So we have some protective energy here. People who are like digging into this person's history. Like, I just want to know, what is this person getting into? I do think that there is some concern over inheritance or taking care of children, if there were any, from that first relationship. Hey, April. Guys, what am I doing? Am I thinking about Avril Lavigne? Hello, April. I guess I can't read today, you guys. It's too cold. My brain cells are frozen. Oh, look. I already had your name written down, Skimme. But thank you. You're very kind. And you had said you were feeling lost. I'm going to write that down. That's going to change. Don't you worry. But thank you for the tip. I did already have you on there. Hello, Evan. Hello, Mike. Hello, Clip. How are you doing? Oh, we don't want to be judgy. Hey, Clip, here's the deal. You might want to just get comfy for a little bit and find out what people's actual energy is before you go ahead and judge whether or not they're aligning with your religious beliefs. But even beyond that, did you know that there are people out there that have different beliefs than you that you could learn from, or that maybe could learn from you? And all it takes is pulling that like judgmental energy out of that first part of your conversation, instead just like broaching things with respect. So I think you'd be able to find a lot of good things in life if you approach it that way. So we've got our Page of Swords in the reverse, clarified by the Queen of Cups in the reverse. And the World in the reverse. I don't like it. I get it. Okay, so there's friends or family. Maybe it's a small town. Maybe everybody knows everybody, right? But this Queen of Wands, this new person, I'm going to say that for the majority of you, this is probably a new wife. It's like somebody just really wanted that partnership so bad that they might have rushed into it so quickly that they've actually ended up with a person who's just trying to look at, you know, how can I financially benefit from this? How can I, you know, take advantage of this person who seems to need a partner? I don't get very authentic vibes from this person, and probably the same is true for the friends or family that are looking out for who is the like main homie here. We're gonna go with the Hierophant. The Hierophant is the person who was married for a long time, had a happy, very like solid relationship. It ended for some reason, and now is with this Hierophant's now with the Queen of Wands. It can't be trusted. Yeah. It's like this person went on vacation and came back with a wife. Like, hey, I met this person. We hung out for 2 weeks. It was glorious. We decided we want to spend the rest of our lives together. Oh, yeah, no, definitely 20 years younger than me, but we have so much in common. We both like soup. Name the movie. We could talk and not talk for hours. I really hope you know what movie I'm talking about. Hello, Javier. How are you doing? Hello, Empress Everything. What's going on? Yeah, I think it's important to be able to feel comfortable and connected, even if you're not in a relationship. This person may feel that's the only way they feel connected, when there's more to life than just like romantic relationships, right? Hi, John. I think it's really important to make sure that of the 78 cards that a tarot deck has, that if I pull as many cards as I do, that I allow for there to be a specific message that comes through instead of just pulling all 78 of those cards. So I have probably 90 decks, might be 91 or 92. In part because there's different art, there's different representations of those cards or those meanings, right? And then there's also oracle cards that have a totally different take on it. So the short answer is to get a better answer, to get a better message, something that is more relatable or understandable. So we have the Thinking Man and the Magician in the Mirror. This is someone who has taken care of a lot of people, even though they may be maybe a little inept socially, or they may be a little of a curmudgeon. I don't know. People care about this person. and they feel like this is an intelligent person, but that they are giving this energy to someone who maybe doesn't really deserve it. So the question is, are they going to get involved in this person's business, or are they just going to pretend everything's fine? Hello, Real Jamie. How you doing? This is the Spanish Tarot. What else do we have? The King of Swords, Temperance in the reverse. Smart person, but not making the best decision. Choosing a partner that isn't really interested in what they claim to be interested in. Yeah. Hello, Mon. I hope you're having a good day. I think the best thing to work on in that situation is acceptance, which maybe sounds really simplified, but we have no guarantee to have access to anyone for our entire life or even for half of our life. If we look at it as, you know, even the best books have to end, even the best TV series end, even the best desserts, you have to eat the last bite at some point, right? The beautiful things that we experience in our life, be the platonic connections or romantic ones, should be cherished, even if it is only for a month or a year or 5 years. If we look at it as, I'm lucky to have this, I'm going to cherish it for as long as I have it, it can look a little bit less like loss when it is no longer around. You still have a way to appreciate or accept that that was what was meant for you, right? And there's always more around the corner. General reading. Thank you, Christine. I appreciate it. I may not be the best one for that, Ravi. Because I want to make sure that you get good advice. I don't want to just be like shooting from the hip. You know what I mean? But yes, I think staying grounded is absolutely helpful. When I quit smoking cigarettes, I put up a list of 76 reasons why my life would be better without parliaments. And that worked. 3 of Swords, but I can't guarantee that that works for other things, you know what I mean? 3 of Swords and the Tower. 3 of Swords in the reverse, no less. Okay. This is someone who wanted a big red easy button in order to fix what had changed in their life. I wasn't ready for the single life. I wasn't ready to have to be like taking care of myself. I didn't want to spend all that time alone. So I find somebody as quickly as I can, and now we have this life together. But there isn't love from the Queen of Wands. 6 of Cups in the reverse. There hasn't been enough time. Maybe the King of Swords is claiming that they're in love. But this is looking to me like someone who is trying to look like a good partner. You know, like, oh, am I acting? Are there people looking at me? Sure, okay, I'll pretend. Kiss on the cheek, you know? But is this like what the King of Swords had previously? No. It's a seat filler. Hello, Oscar. How are you doing? Right. If you have anxiety about losing people, it's tied to the fact that you want them forever. If we acknowledge that nothing is guaranteed forever and to appreciate the time that we have with someone, it's not about convincing, you know, people not to leave or things not to change. It's about getting to the point where you appreciate whatever it is that you get in that connection instead of feeling like it's only good if you still have it, right? So it's acceptance that you need. Hello, Aporva. How are you doing? Yes, it is. You are correct, Oscar. Hello, Casey. Casey's has good pizza. I'm talking about a gas station. Just in case y'all aren't from the Midwest, so you probably don't know about Casey's, but they have good pizza. We got the Nine of Swords in the reverse. This person's headed for some trouble. The thing is, this is a problem that is staring this King of Swords in the face, and they're like, what? I don't see anything. What do you mean? They don't want to see the problem because they know that would mean, well, now I'm back on my own. I can put up with a lot as long as I'm not by myself, is their point of view. Hello, Momo. Casey, I'm pretty sure that means you don't get to try Casey's pizza. But just so you know, you're kind of a big deal. Yeah, exactly. Just, there's so much more than just having someone next to you, you know? And we have to be honest about our intentions. Queen of Wands is not being an honest individual here. They're thinking about, oh, are you going to buy me some shoes? Are you going to take me on some trips? So we have the Star and the Nine of Cups. Why do I want to say that this person is just trying to be like a Housewives of Orange County or Atlanta or whatever kind of person? This is a little bit more gender focused than it usually has on a reading. It does seem to be zeroing in on a lonely bachelor and a not super trustworthy feminine energy that gets married. Best in Show was the movie that I was referring to earlier. There's a little bit of a hint of that as well. Hello, Lisa. How are you doing? Hello, Mick. I hope you're having a good old day. I love it. Well, let me know if you like it. I'll feel so horrible if you don't enjoy it. And Casey, is it true that no one in Australia drinks Foster's beer? I must know. Hello, is it Irma? How are you doing? I mean, I'm just gonna go ahead and say there's not a lot of people that exist where there is nothing negative about them. Is that pessimistic or realistic? It's part of something that I kind of try to focus on in my readings, actually, is I can't make the assumption that everybody who's in the collective is constantly making the right decision. Oh, this is the one who's in the right. This must be you. We have to accept that there is no such thing as these are the good people, these are the bad people. We're all a little bit of each, right? There are some mistakes made. There are some things we have to learn. There are some things that maybe are good for me but are different from how you view it. So I don't know that I would agree that there's someone out there who has zero negative. You know, even adorable kids will cry. Aporva's asking, does he think about our connection? And does he yearn? Sometimes he do wants it, but what if I'm wrong and daydreaming about it? What does he think about me? Thank you, Aporva. I'm adding that for you. So we have the Emperor and the Eight of Cups in the reverse. And the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. See, I feel like we have somebody who might have to go back to work in order to make enough money for the new partner that they have, or somebody who is being a little bit too willing to splash money they can't really afford to be spending to keep this person around. Yeah, we have the Empress in the reverse. This is someone who takes, but doesn't give. So this would be a partner who's not interested in working, not interested in bringing anything to the table, not interested in doing like the, you know, cleaning or whatever. They just want everything to be easy for them. All right, let's dive into those personal questions with the Gold Foil Tarot. We've got Hannah, then Skimme, then Christine, and then Aporva. Exactly. Hello, Pee-wee. What's up? All right, so what do we have for Hannah? You guys, I cannot talk today. Hold on. I have to say her name properly. I said April. I hope you got a good laugh out of that, April. What do we have for Hannah, please? There we go. See how the difference is? They're like, oh, we know who Hannah is. We didn't know what you said earlier, Carmen, so we didn't give you any cards. We've got the 7 of Cups in the reverse and the King of Wands. Clarity on an action that you need to take or the direction that is right for you. I'm really focused on the sunset, so I feel like there's something here that is ending for you, but you feel like you have your marching orders or you know where things are going, even though something is closing out. Sun and the 5 of Cups. But I also think you know that there's someone here who is heartbroken, feels like there's unfinished business, someone who's not getting over this past connection. Is this an ex? No, this is someone who thought they were going to be more significant in your life or be like a romantic partner, but they were not. So I don't believe you made it to be exclusive with this person. And they feel foolish. They feel like they were approaching things the wrong way with you. So perhaps you feel much better now about moving on from this. Like this is, like you get it now. But there's still someone who's struggling to let you go. What's up, Mark? How's Newcastle treating you today? Is it rainy there? It's cold here. Yeah, I'm not a fan. But it's supposed to get warm by the end of the week, so I'm fine. It'll be all right. Hello, Christina. Did I say hello to Laura? What's up? I like that, Skimme. So Hannah, I think you are right to be focused on the new energy in your life because there's someone here who is hiding something from you and you're being able to walk away from this, whether this is an old boss or somebody who just had a crush on you. It's for the best because they didn't really have your best interest in mind. So you are this King of Wands, boldly going where maybe just a few other people have gone before, but it's new for you. So it's good stuff for you. The King of Wands wand has a lot of foliage or greenery. So I feel like there's a lot of new energy coming your way. Why the King of Cups? Okay, you might have more than one person that has a crush on you, Hannah. Be prepared to know how to respond to someone saying they have a crush on you. So let's move on to Skimme. What advice does Skimme need, please? What advice does Skimme need? Hello, Zara. How are you doing? Oh, well, you let me know, and I hope you have a wonderful day, Dracula. What else do we have? Skimme, we've got Chariot in the reverse, 5 of Swords and the Star in the reverse. Yeah, I mean, excuse me. That would indicate loss. Someone feeling lost. It's because of a sabotage energy here. Queen of Swords in reverse, 9 of Pentacles. Are you listening to someone when you shouldn't be? I feel like you took someone else's advice over your own intuition. Oh, thank you so much, Laura. That's so kind. And thank you for subscribing here. Laura, let me know if you'd like me to pull a few cards for you. Hello, Xavier. How are you doing? So, Skimme, this 9 of Pentacles is your intuition, and I really do feel like there is a lot trying to guide you, but it conflicts with someone else or multiple people's advice. So it's like it's the quietest radio station. And it should not be that way. You're coming through as the Emperor. You know something, but you don't know it. So you're letting some doubt creep in. This has to do with you walking away towards what you actually want and not being stuck doing something like the dishes. If someone tells you that you have to stay and do the dishes, you tell them, Carmen said no. You're not supposed to be somewhere where you're kind of dilly-dallying. And the universe is like, let's do this. Come on. What are you waiting for? Yeah. Should have listened to you. Look, sometimes people are going to do dumb things because they were really determined to do it their own way, and sometimes we have to let them do things their own dumb way. That's okay. Other times we are able to learn things so that we are not doing things in a dumb way, right? It's a little bit of give and take, but yeah, this is saying you got to listen to your intuition because there's someone here who's trying to be real loud in your ear. And thank you, Skimme, for being awesome. We have Christine up next. And no problem, Laura. Thank you for being so sweet. Let me ask the question one more time. So for Christine, what do we have? 5 of Cups. Knight of Cups in the reverse. 6 of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like you have some victory or success headed your way. Maybe it's already happened and you haven't really been super vocal about it, but there's some achievement or milestone and it's happy. But there's someone who's going to be jealous, someone who's going to be moody. You're going to want them to say nice things or be supportive or happy. And they're over here like, womp, 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 womp. This person's not willing to celebrate with you because they want what you are getting. Maybe you don't necessarily know what kind of loss they're going through, but it's a stark contrast to what's going on for you. So I guess this is just basically saying consider all of the situations that could impact this person's willingness to celebrate for you. Maybe just don't take it too harshly. Don't take it personal. Because this is like somebody who, I don't feel like they're mad at you being happy. It's just they're really struggling to be happy for anyone right now because of all of the loss they feel. So I don't feel like you're gonna get, like, I don't feel like this is a friendship that ends, but I do feel like it's gonna be real frustrating or irritating for you. You're gonna be like, hey, I'm trying to celebrate something really cool over here, and you're over there like doom and gloom. What's up? Why are you hating? What's the problem? You don't want to dance? You don't want to blow out the candles? I don't know. They're hiding something that has been very challenging for them. So you may decide not to tell this person at all, or you may know exactly what I'm talking about and feel like maybe it's best to tell your good news after another week or something. But don't let them rain on your parade. Okay, Mo. We have Aporva up next. I hope you have a good day here. Sorry, I have a list that I follow. Thank you, Rachel. For Aporva, we have, does he think about our connection? 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. No. Sun in the reverse. Lovers in the reverse. It's kind of brutal. I'm sorry. He's otherwise distracted. What does he think of Aporva? High Priestess in the reverse and Death. He feels like the connection is over. He feels like it was misguided. He feels like he needs to focus on moving forward. Page of Pentacles. I do feel like there is some negative judgment from a mother figure. And at this point, it feels like he's more focused on himself, not like out here trying to fall in love with 18 different people. But I don't feel like there's much energy looking backwards towards you. Y'all trying to creep me out. It's not going to work out. I feel like you also mentioned, okay, so why is she feeling his energy then? You're feeling his energy because it's meant to help you recover or heal from this. To let go of this. This 10 of Swords in the reverse is recovery. So I do feel like there's someone else who's going to take your attention off of this person from your past. That's okay. You can take your time. You don't have to pace it super fast, but you do have to make sure that you're ready, right? Hello, Bunny. Does that make you nervous? All right. I love you all. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes. Thank you for hyping if you're able to. And I'll see you in the